You know, I noticed from my old videos, my hair is always messy, or as some may call it, unkempt. So I thought maybe I should fix it for this video. But then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep this trend up of messy hair. This is Arsenal Talk. And yeah, I'm back. Okay, so back again. It's been a while, guys. Firstly, I've got to apologize because it's been like 2 years since my last video. Okay, maybe not quite 2 years. 1 and 10 months. I like that accuracy. So yeah, basically I can't really say I've been doing anything worthwhile, like traveling across Africa, snowboarding, going to space. Have you seen Gravity, by the way? Pretty cool movie. I haven't been doing anything like that. I have been doing my degree though, which I've finished now, so that was quite time consuming. To the people still watching, thank you very much. Okay, so today's subject, yes, William Carvalho and Sami Khedira. But really, I want to talk about all our signings just a little bit. I think I'll keep to the main topic, maybe talk about the other signings in a different video. But wow, can you believe this, the business we've done this summer? Can you believe it? If you told me at the beginning of the window we would have signed Alexis Sanchez, Matthew Debussy, Callum Chambers and David Ospina, I would have slapped you in the face. Then I would have turned around and slapped you again in the face. Then I would have punched you, then slapped you again for taking the mick out of me. But we have done some great business, and I'm just, I feel like crying. I never thought I'd see the day where Arsenal were ruthless in the transfer. Can you? Went in, and brilliant business that we've done. I'm really happy about the signings. I think Sanchez is really going to be our striker now, isn't it? That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like he's coming in as a winger, but obviously the versatility of having a player like that is he's comfortable on the wing, and he seems to have the right tools to be able to play as a striker. I mean, looking at his stats, he certainly has a very strong scoring rate and a decent assist rate as well, which I cannot recall, sorry. And quickly skimming on the players leaving, Sanya, pretty gutted about it, but it was his time to go. Obviously he wants a big payday for his last contract, or second to last contract or whatever, so he went to City. Fair enough. Au revoir, Sanya. And of course the legend, the star player he was, Nick Bentner. A moment of silence and just thinking over his time over the club is necessary. Things are never going to be the same again. It's just when you lose a player of that stature and that ability, I mean, we're talking raw talent here. We're talking get the ball, maybe trip over, stand up again, shoot and miss. You don't see that kind of ability every day. On a serious note though, he did score that goal against Cardiff, and that goal just lifted like everything. So yeah, I mean, he could have done a lot more. Let's not get it twisted. Nicholas Bentner did have quite a bit of talent. It's just his attitude. I mean, humping a taxi. What on earth is that about? Who does that kind of activity? Anyway, so I've talked enough about you know, stuff irrelevant to the title. Let's get straight in. Sami Khedira, William Carvalho. So, two players that we've been heavily linked with this summer. Two players you've probably heard by now. I mean, this video is quite late. It's not like it's like breaking news or anything. We have been linked quite heavily with both, but it seems like our interest has been reignited in at least Khedira. So let's start off with him. So what happened is, this is the story, right? So probably, you know, Ozil, Podolski, Mertesacker, not Gnabry yet, Gnabry soon. Okay, so those three were chilling in the World Cup, you know what I'm saying, doing their stuff, killing it, winning the World Cup and all that. And this is what happens, y'all. So they probably went to Khedira, probably started talking about how great Arsenal is. Khedira obviously is looking to move on, it seems, and so then Arsenal are now interested in Khedira. However, it seems like there's been a problem, there's a stumbling block. Khedira wants, I've seen various figures, either 150,000 before tax, or he wants like 100,000 after tax, which equals around 200,000 before tax. But Arsenal only want to pay, I'm not sure what, 120 or 134,000, whatever the figure is. Arsenal want to give Khedira less than Khedira wants. So yeah, so that's been the issue. It seems like the Real Madrid want to sell Khedira, Arsenal willing to pay the money Real Madrid want, but Khedira's wage demands have not been met by Arsenal, or were not met during the negotiations. So yeah, pretty sad. But so it seemed like we wouldn't be signing him then. But lately it seems like there's been a reignition interest, because obviously I think next year Khedira will be able to go on a free. So Real Madrid don't want to do that. The Real Madrid want to get rid of Khedira and get a fee for him this year. So it seems like Real Madrid are really pushing to sell Khedira. Now, from the player's point of view, you'd think that he would rather wait and get a big payoff next year. But if Real Madrid, I don't know, they might threaten him or something. I'm not sure what they'll do. Maybe tell him that they won't play him for a whole year or something like that, or stick him in the reserve. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully something happens that he can leave this year, and so he can come to Arsenal. Yeah, because obviously if he goes next year, the competition for him is going to be very intense. I've already heard some noises that Bayern Munich might be in for him next year, if he does weigh it out for a year. So yeah, they'll probably offer him a huge wage, which would be good for the player. But again, like I said, hopefully Real Madrid can force him out and Arsenal can come to some agreement. Yeah. As for the player himself, well, I don't really know that much about him. He was never like a favourite of mine when I watched Real Madrid, but obviously that's the nature of the role he plays. He's not a flashy kind of player, but he did do well in the semi-final of the World Cup. Now, I don't want to hurt any of my Brazilian brothers out here, so I won't remind anyone of the 7-1 scoreline. But yeah, Brazil got mauled. Oh my goodness. Oh man. And Khedira played really well in that match. I think a lot of Arsenal fans watching were probably encouraged by his performance, and probably were really happy with our links to him after that. So yeah, he's more like a box-to-box midfielder, sort of read. Some people want a more defensive midfielder, but it seems like in the game today, flexibility in terms of midfield is really key, and obviously having players that can fit in technically with your system is key as well. I mean, look at Fellaini in United. You know, you want a player that can play in your system, I guess. So yeah, I guess. But